Well, hello there. Welcome in to my flower garden adventure. Appreciations coming in just to watch things grow. I know that's the reason you love coming in on the show. Must be it so. And I do appreciate all my subscribers and all the ones out there that love watching and love viewing and love watching things grow. And what we've been doing today is we've been taking care of some lovely cactus. I brought one of my moon cactus. I took him outside. It was in the kitchen and a windowsill. And then I decided, well, I was just going to take it outside and let it get more sunlight. Well, that wasn't a good idea. I got a good old sunburn now. Bam. So I did get a sunburn, and I'll show you what a sunburn looks like on a moon cactus. It is right. Let's see. Slightly turning orange, as you can see. It usually is pink, but right here in this little groove on it, right in the ribs there, it's starting to turn orange. Then over here's a good view of it. As you can see here, bam, that right there, that is from sunlight damage. And that's simply because I transferred it from indoors to outdoors too fast, and that's what happens. So whenever you're doing your transplanting from the indoors to the outdoors, make sure you do this in a slow transition. Otherwise, you could end up with that. And my yellow one now, he didn't get that. He's got still got the big beautiful head on it there, as you can see. Look at it. There we go. Got all these little propagates all the way around it, and these are here can be propagated and added on to another plant, but another cactus. But we have to have a green cactus in order to make it survive, because it cannot live without chlorophyll. And chlorophyll is what's inside this green dragon fruit cactus down here, and that's the reason we do that. That's the reason we got the dragon fruit attached to it. And then also, I have some other ones here. Got my other lovely cactus, other lovely plant. And this one is a pussy ear plant, or a chocolate soldier. Some people like to call it chocolate soldier because it's got the chocolate on the leaves there. And you can go ahead and just see, it is oh so soft. It's like velvet. It's very much like velvet. It's very soft. I love this. And also it's called panda plant too. So it's a panda plant as well. This thing is thriving. It wasn't not growing nowhere near this good. I put it outside and it's just went wild. And now you see is it's getting bigger and bigger. Every day it just keeps growing more and more. And that's exactly why it looks so beautiful. I love the feeling of it, as you can tell. It's just got that beautiful soft touch. It's just so sweet, the feel of it. So I guess that's why some people call it a panda plant as well. But chocolate soldier sounds pretty cool too because of the lovely chocolate fire tips on it. As you can see, bam. But this plant is toxic to your animals. You do not want to let your cats get a hold of this thing. As I got a cat laying over there, because it will kill them if they eat it. And also it is dangerous for any animals like your dogs also. You don't want to kill your pets eat this. And it is slightly toxic to you too. So don't be eating the plant. And this is what I love, and wash your hands too afterwards. And then here's the lovely propagate. This is what it looks like, and it'll grow roots right out the bottom there. And that was a leaf that just fell off. And if you want to get a nice close-up of it, I don't mind. And I'll show you right here what it looks like. Man, this beautiful, lovely root is growing down from the top. Now, I haven't quite figured out why the world it's doing that. And it's even starting to sprout out roots up here now. This is so interesting. I don't understand what's going on here. So this is something new. If you all know maybe what's going on with this plant, you just can add it in the comment section. It is quite interesting. I may have to ask Google myself because looks like it's trying to grow roots and ready to be propagated off and made into more plants, I suppose. Exactly what it looks like. It looks like little roots growing down, and it's just growing down. What a wild looking plant, ain't it? It is quite interesting. I do love it. It is one of my favorites. I love it because it just feels so soft. And I love the soft flowers, as you can see. My lovely dragon fruit here, it's getting slightly leaning over to the side, the dragon fruit cactus is. So we could like to straighten it up a little bit, but it is looking still beautiful. And then I got the old man, old lady cactus. Man, look at that thing. And it's so beautiful. They look so good together, as you can see. This is one of my favorite cactuses as well. And If you can see here, it's got a lovely little purple thing growing out. I'm not quite sure if that's a flower or what that is, but she is like totally covered in spikes on top. So you do want to be careful if you want to touch it. You make sure you got some gloves on if you're going to handle this thing, because it will definitely poke you. And when you poke it, when it pokes you, believe me, you are going to know it. And there ain't going to be no way you couldn't know it. So, and here's our lovely old man cactus. Look at his awesome hair. This just started happening since I put him outside. He grows more hair for outside because this is simply his protection against the weather to keep him from being sunburned. So he grows more hair. He gets super thick and super hairy. Bam! Look at that. Old man cactus. Got a cool mohawk going on. But I figured y'all would love just to look at this lovely flower cactus. And over here, this old lady cactus, she gets 20 inches round. So she gets really big. But she only gets like 6, 8 inches high. So, but this guy, he gets up to 40 foot tall and he lives to be 200 years old. Oh, wow. What a cactus. Oh, yes. What a beautiful sight. Figurgens would get a lovely enjoyment out of this thing because it is definitely lovely to look at. And you do the same thing with all your cactus. Make sure you use your stick to check it. Make sure that you check and slide it all the way down to the bottom to make sure that it's nice and dry before you go and add any more water to it. So just simply just work it in there. And we'll just slowly work it in there because it is a little hard to get down in there. There we are. We'll slide it all the way to the bottom like that. And then we'll just simply wait a minute. We'll wait 1 solid minute. That way we know it's been down there long enough just to get it good nice and see if it's wet or if it's dry, because we want to keep it nice and moist but not too much, because with the cactus it's a soak and dry method. What you want to do is, I got some other videos you can tune in and watch, is you want to soak it and then let it go as long as you can until it's completely dry. And then whenever it's completely dry, well then that's when you water it again. But not until then do you water it again, or otherwise it'll just keep sucking and sucking and sucking and sucking until it just explodes, and then you will not have a cactus because it will simply rot away, one or the other. Because that's the only two options it really can do, because a cactus just loves to just suck and drink and drink and drink until it's completely empty, because that's the way it was designed out in the desert. And so we'll slide that back out and we'll look at the tip. It feels like it's a little moist, not much. So I think I'm going to have to give it some water. I'll go all the way back in again. Just slide it all the way back down to the bottom just to make sure I got it all the way in there good. Because if I ain't got it all the way in there, it ain't going to work. It ain't going to get the right results. And we're not going to really know. So the only way to find out is just try it and see. So we're going to slide it all the way down there. Let's see what happens. We'll leave it in there for a minute. But yeah, this is a lovely panda plant. Oh yeah, chocolate soldier, looking beautiful. All them roots are growing like crazy. And we got this lovely moon cactus. Bam. A little sunburn, but it's okay. See, as you can see the yellowing. But all things are beautiful, and that's what it is. Everything's a masterpiece. Everything's a masterpiece. And there we go. Bam. Beautiful, beautiful. I'd say it's been in there close to a minute now, and we'll just sit there and we'll just slowly work it out so we don't disturb the soil too much. There we go. It's completely dry. I'll have to add some more water on it. I didn't expect that, because I just watered these like last week. Usually the cactus can go 3 weeks, but they're dry. They're dry. They could probably use water. I need to check back on my schedule. When was the last time I watered them? Because usually 2 weeks is at the minimum, 2 weeks. But I just seen one person talking about these moon cactuses earlier today, watering them more than once a week, or watering them once a week. So I don't know. We'll just find out as we go. That's how we learn, is we just simply just go at it and we see what we can do and see how we can learn as we go. And I do appreciate y'all tuning in. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like so you don't miss another garden adventure. And until next time, keep checking them flowers. Make sure you check your flowers and finger check your flowers. And if you got any flowers, and just make sure you slide your fingers in the soil. Just slide it in just 1 inch deep, and some of them you gotta slide it in 2 inches deep just to see if it's wet. And if it's wet, well then you're good to go. But if it ain't, well then you need to water that thing and make sure it stays nice and moist for your roses and for your other flowers and your propagates too. And so, but for the cactus, make sure you're doing the soak and dry method. Only soak it until it's dripping out the bottom, completely wet, and then you want to go back, and that is when you simply let it go until it's completely dry. But I appreciate y'all tuning in tonight for a lovely tune up on how to make things grow, and I appreciate you tuning in the show. Must be it so. And appreciate you again. Until next time, don't forget to hit subscribe and like so you don't miss out on these lovely garden adventures.